CRE developers have a great opportunity with REIT funds simply because they get a fantastic opportunity to monetize their assets in a very organized manner. It's a credible and very valuable option to create just a great exit option as well as create a lot of liquidity for their business to also expand and deliver returns to their investors. On the other side, if you look at the investors, when you look at the institutional investors, this is again a fantastic opportunity for them to create a valuable, a credible exit opportunity for themselves and create further more capital to invest in the markets. It provides a lot of resilience, a lot of confidence to institutional investors when there are REIT listing opportunities available in any market in the world. Along with that, I think we must not forget the ones that actually energize the REIT fund are the minority investors, those ones who are actually looking at investing in commercial real estate but don't get an opportunity because of the high ticket values associated with that type of real estate funds or real estate assets. Therefore, over here in a fragmented manner, you're able to pool up a lot of capital through the minority investors who again have great liquidity and assured returns coming through the REIT fund and provide a great opportunity to diversify their own investment portfolio. I think satellite offices will gain a lot more momentum here onwards compared to what we have seen in the past or until now, simply because companies or occupiers will want to go close as possible to the residential locations of their employees to basically cut down travel time, to improve productivity, and also to reduce the occupancy risks associated both with the office area as well as for the employees per se. I think we are looking at a very broad-based development of commercial real estate taking place in our cities. Decentralization is a very strong option that is going to emerge simply because of this COVID situation. Creating a fantastic opportunity for these kind of markets which have been neglected so far. And decentralization is always very good for every city. It only aids and propels urbanization of every city. We will clearly see that locations will become extremely important, whether it is the core location or it's a satellite location. I think the important factor that will play out with occupiers will be convenience, access for their employees. I think good access to the workplace will be a very important factor in the decision making process. And very important, I think most standout factor is technology. Be it the need, implementation or management of commercial real estate spaces, technology will play a sterling and a very strategic role in determining these factors and the growth of commercial real estate. We are seeing a very broad-based demand in technology emerge. I think we are going to see a surge in medical tech, e-commerce, data, etc. We are going to see a huge amount of demand emerging in new facets or new spectrums, new segments as far as technology is concerned. The other important factor is that so far, a lot of I would say until 5 years back, a lot of the commercial real estate spaces were primarily owned by either developers or fragmented investors. Today, we have actually reached a point where a significant amount of commercial real estate assets are owned by large financial institutional investors. We believe that the trend going forward will only be running in favor of these large financial institutional investors, and this space will be largely controlled by this set of investors, and that's actually in a way good also for the industry because it will organize the industry in a much better, more cohesive manner and create standards that are actually truly global in its sense. As mentioned earlier, I think we will increasingly see large financial institutions growing their presence in the commercial real estate space. I think they are going to be the majority owners of commercial real estate in India as we move forward. This will also mean that fractional buying of real estate, commercial real estate rather, would actually diminish. As it is, we have seen at least 70-80% of that purchase or that level of investment diminishing from the market. It will only accelerate the process with fractional buying of commercial real estate spaces actually becoming a very small part of the consumption pattern in India. That said, I think what is going to happen is an alternate means for these kind of investors to invest in this segment, which is through REIT funds. So it is probably the same way. You get the same sort of a return through a REIT fund, except that you don't have that level of headache of owning a property and trying to manage, the sort of challenges that go along with the property. But at the same time, you're indirectly owning properties through the REIT fund, and you're given the assured returns through the REIT. So I think it is a very nice, organized, fortified way for these minority investors also. Therefore, I think what will happen is fractional investment in hard assets will move away, but fractional investment in paper linked to commercial real estate will continue and actually grow and prosper in the country, which will spur commercial real estate industry in India.
Commercial real estate markets in India have come a long way with the successful completion of REIT issues in last 6 months. We see deepening of the long-term capital raising pool capacity of the market. The Indian markets are also coming almost at par with the international markets in terms of REITs are concerned. This is a very important development as it gives a very efficient avenue for the investors and the developers to raise long-term capital from the market. There are few challenges in the COVID times which are being thrown open in terms of REITs, which we see in the developed markets. But we feel these challenges to smoothen out over a period of 6 to 12 months' time as the normalcy returns into the markets post vaccine or possibly achievement of herd immunity in different marketplaces. The CRE markets in the next 6 to 12 months' time, especially the office portfolio, is going to remain in some pressure because the capex decisions by the corporates are being pushed around. People are assessing what are the kind of requirements that they will have to in the future. They're also tying up with the idea of adequate work from home percentages, and there's a new element which is also coming in, which is called the satellite offices. Corporates going forward would continue to have a significant presence in the office portfolio. We do not see office portfolio per se going down. The new social distancing norms, the seating capacities, the densification which had happened over a period of time will have to be re-looked at. And as such, possibly corporates may need satellite offices. In this scenario, within cities in different geographies, people will get into smaller offices as well. This becomes more people friendly as an office actually moves closer to the home for the most of the employees who are working. We feel satellite offices will be a very distinct trend. A new asset class in the commercial real estate market is emerging and which is going at a very fast pace, that is called data centers. Data centers use and the entire reliance of this entire work from home strategy, or the way the work has continued to happen in last 6 months of pandemic also, is all due to the capacity that we already have in data center space. We feel that India is still underserved as far as data center capacities are concerned, and that's why we see more and more number of people coming into the market with large capacities. The digitization of Indian economy, which has been unleashed over the last 5 years, it is going to gain further more momentum, and still 5G players not come into the market. As soon as that comes in, this growth is going to just multiply. We see data center as a very bright future in this country. Coming to the fractional buying purchases by the investors into the commercial real estate assets. This is relatively a newer concept in India. It has been happening over a period of time, but it has not converted itself into a platform kind of a shape. Or I would say a very successful platform buying kind of a shape. It is prevalent in overseas markets, especially in US and all. In India, it is still to no gain momentum. That's what we feel.
REITs has been a recent phenomena in India, and we now have two public listed REITs, and they have been doing fairly well, I would say. In the last, I would say last year the Embassy one came out, and then this year you have the Mindspace. They performed well so far, and we expect there will be more REITs which will be coming out. We are aware of some of the developers are building up a portfolio on that side. Besides only being office REITs, we expect also the industrial REITs should be getting active in the market, and it will be important to see how that figures out and how it compares with the office REITs. But it'll be, from an investor's point of view, I think it's very important to also look at deeper into the REITs and how their portfolio evaluates. And there's a strong correlation to the office market. If you look at how the pandemic is playing out and how the workplace is going to make a change physically as well as in terms of usage, and the impact on office sector is there, as well as consequently on the REIT market. The way we look at things emerging, where the corporates are looking at work from home, work from anywhere, making bio bubbles for for specific time and specific time bound projects. These are more near term, I would say, but on a long term office basis, I would say that the return to office phenomena and how it's going to be managed is going to be very important, and accordingly corporates are looking at whether to do multiple offices, to do hub and spoke, whether to do satellite offices. It's still too early. Corporates are looking at what kind of strategies can be done, but we should be able to clearly see, and what we're already seeing is that surplus assets, whether they're leased or their own, are in the process of being disposed of. And consequently, what we've been talking to clients, and what happens when you have to manage growth on this, and what is interestingly emerging is the concept of smaller managed offices, and that's where I think managed offices players will actually do well. We think they will come out I think on top more than the pure co-working players. I think that would be a positive point. The second point I think look at is landlords doing more fit outs. That will definitely be more prevalent. Single landlord owned buildings, which I think where tenants are more comfortable occupying space in these single landlord owner buildings, better managed, and this could consequently lead to fractional ownership being an option. I think it's an alternative investment route for REITs. Eventually, I think when we look at the investment portfolio and the opportunities, I think the commercial sector remains stable, and it's very much linked to the India's growth story.
So India's commercial real estate market is growing, and the industry dynamics are rapidly shifting. Corporate occupants have to make changes according to the post-COVID situation. And I feel the demand for sustainable commercial real estate is expected to strengthen for those who are looking for more secure rental income. Owing to changes in other segments, momentum from private equity investment, especially in core assets, will improve further. We also expect real estate investment trust to continue to gain momentum, and greater attention will be given to assets, quality and sustainability elements and portfolio resilience as well. Yes, we'll have to adopt the new normal, and our approach towards traditional workspaces will change. And considering the shift, satellite offices are next logical way. Redefined workplace agility. This is smart and cost-effective solution post-COVID era for business to grow if the corporate accepts. However, as we see, this is only for temporary solution. In the long-term prospect point of view, we'll come back to our usual method of working. The future of corporate real estate post-pandemic era seems quite promising. Some trends at present which I can see that corporate real estate is being propelled by technological innovations. As I see the role of emerging technologies such as virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and 3D walkthrough, all will become dominant, and space efficiency will be the primary focus to maintain agility and safety. Shared economy will stay with evolved structures and design trends. I feel that design will play a crucial role to strengthening CRE. I also see prop tech will grow further, as companies will be emphasizing more on cost optimization and flexible workspaces. Post-pandemic era, most corporates would avoid capital expenditures. Instead, we look forward for co-working facilities and will continue for the time being. Fractional buying has always been prevalent in India, but mostly driven by HNI or NRI. However, the advent of REIT has allowed for common men to be part of real estate journey, giving them access to well-managed property with better returns and flexible exit option. In case vacant offices will come back to the developer, in the current scenario, clients are not keen on buying and multiple owners is not acceptable to corporates.